Good morning. Welcome to Math Lesson 13.5. Today, we're going to do a little bit of what we did yesterday, only we're going to tell and write the time to the half hour. Ooh, so now we're going to learn something a little bit different, but we're still going to use all the knowledge that we needed from yesterday, okay? All right, here we go. Why don't we start out by singing our favorite clock song, okay? Here we go. When the big hand's at the top, then you know it's 4 o'clock. But when the hand goes around and it's pointing down, it must be half past 4 o'clock. It must be 4:30. Good job. 4:30. And if I move my big hand just a little bit, do you see where the 30 is? We're going to be learning about that today. All right. Let's look at the dialog box together. The minute hand travels all the way around the clock every hour. Remember we talked about that? The worker, he's the worker. He goes all the way around every hour. And look at what the boss does. The boss only goes that far. Can you see that? The boss goes from here to there, but the minute hand goes all the way around, okay? Now remember, big hand never says the big words. The boss says the big words. The big hand gets to say all those minutes. And Kaysen, how many minutes are in the hour? 60. That is correct. Now we're going to count them, okay? Now we're not going to count by ones. We're going to step it up and count by fives. And the reason we do that is because every section of the clock is worth 5 minutes. So if we were here and then you see the clock go here, the minute hand just counted out 5 minutes. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 minutes between each big number. Okay, here we go. Let's count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. But remember the special thing about the 60. We never say it's 60 o'clock, or we never say 5:60. We always turn the 60 into the words o'clock. All right? Okay. The minute hand travels all the way around the clock every hour. You already knew it. Each little mark is 1 minute. Oh, you knew that already too. Count how many minutes make up 1 hour. You knew that too. Kaysen just told us 60, and you just proved it because you counted to 60 for me. So, here's the trick question. How many marks are there if my clock only goes halfway around? All right, we're going to put him up there. He's on 7 o'clock, but what happens when he only goes halfway around the clock? He did not make it up to 60, did he? Wow, who knows that answer? And I'm looking. Oh, there's somebody that hasn't answered for a while. Travis, how many minutes are in half of an hour? You got me. It's 30. Yeah, I can't trick you guys for anything, can I? All right, we're going to go with 30 minutes for the half hour. All right, now that's an important number to know this week and for today's lesson, okay? Now everybody look at the clock on the next page. It is not quite on the 3, is it? Do you see where the big or the boss hand, the little hand is? It's right between the 2 and the 3. That means it's already been 2 o'clock, but it's not quite on 3 o'clock, is it? So we're always going to say 2 because we're not at 3 o'clock yet. 2, and it's halfway around, 30. So the answer would be 2:30. Okay? Let's look at number 1. The hour hand is between the 7 and the 8. Now remember, the boss doesn't just jump from the 7 to the 8. He goes really slow. So if he is between the 7 and the 8, he's on his way to room number 8. That's what I always like to say. He's in room 7 and he's walking down the hall to go to room number 8, but he's really, really slow. He is halfway between 7 and 8, and the minute hand is on the 6. But the minute hand cannot ever say 6, can he? Nope, not allowed. Only the boss gets to say 6. So what would the minute hand say? Now I'm going to get my clock out. Do I have this right here? Is he between the 7 and the 8? Absolutely. And the big hand is on the 6. But can he say 6? No. What is he going to say? It must be 7:30. Good job. All right, now we're going to keep on going. The next one. The hour hand is between what 2 numbers? Jersey, what 2 numbers? You know what, sorry, this clock makes so much noise. All right, I'm going to make it look just like the picture. Okay, Jersey, what 2 numbers is the small hand, the little hand? He's between the 4 and the 5. And the big hand is on the 6. Between means he still belongs to 4. He's not on 5 yet, so you can't say 5. And what do we say for the minute hand? It must be 4:30. Good job. Now remember, we also have to write 4:30. 4 ... Now you're going to write the minutes. Good job, Jersey girl. 4:30. Okay. Now let's look at the next page. You're going to do the same thing. 8:30. 5:30. 12:30. And then I'd like you to put these in order. We're going to see if we can do that. Number 8 is a HOTS. I think if you really practice, you can do that on your own. And I would like you to try to do your HOT questions. Number 12 is very important. The small hand is between the 2 and the 3. And the big hand is on the 6. It's halfway around. So it must be... Well, thank you. Sophie just answered that, but she drowned out. You can't even hear her. All right. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow.